Hello, Bailey Bulls. This is Miss Valera, your school social worker, and I have some special guests with me who will introduce themselves in just a second. And we are so excited to be here with you today. It is International Kids Yoga Day, and we are going to be doing some stretches with you and having a little bit of fun. And do you want to introduce yourself, friends?
Yes, hi everybody. This is Miss Michael. I'm with my special bunny. I'm the school counselor, of course. So glad to see you all. We miss you.
Hi, I'm Miss Greeno, and I really miss you guys, seeing your nice, friendly faces. And I'm your school psychologist.
Yes, we all miss you guys so much. So let's get started. So first, we are going to do some yoga. And when we do yoga, we want to pay attention to our posture. And so you can have a seat in the way that I'm sitting right now, crisscross applesauce, otherwise known as easy seat in yoga. So if that for some reason does not work for you, you can also sit in hero pose, which is like this, just sitting on your knees. So once we have our posture down, you want to put your shoulders all the way up and bring them all the way down your back. And you can imagine there's like a string all the way from the base of your spine going to the top of your head. And you're going to give a little tug so that we're sitting up nice and straight. Very good, everyone. All right. And the next part, now that we have our posture, is our breathing. And so in yoga, we do the kind of breath where you breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your nose. You try that again. Breathe in and breathe out through your nose. And if you notice, it makes a little bit of a sound. And some people actually call it Darth Vader breath because of that. So let's take one more deep breath, guys. And breathe out. Awesome. And so let's just get ourselves warmed up a little bit. Just shake your shoulders out a little bit. Shake your hands out. We want to be nice and comfortable. And so let's start by becoming kites. So what we're going to do is bring our hands all the way up to the top of our heads. And can't really see, but we're going to bring them together at a point like this. And then bring your kite to the right. Stretch, 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 stretch. And now your kite's going to fly over to the left. Stretch, 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 stretch. And when you're ready, bring your kites all the way back down to the middle. Very cool. And so next we're going to do candle pose. And so the way that we do this is we get onto our knees like this, standing up tall. Take our palms and put them together and put them at your heart. And pretend you are a strong candle and your hands are the light flickering. All right, guys. And from here, I'm going to go ahead and go to my mat. If you have a mat, that's great. And if you don't, you can just do it on the floor or a soft surface. And so we are going to take our palms, put them on the mat, and our knees are on the mat. And this is called table pose. You can kind of pretend that like you were a table, and if someone were to put like a glass on your back, it would be steady because you are a super strong table. And so now you're going to take a breath in, you're going to drop your belly down, you're going to tilt your butt back, and you're going to look forward, shoulders are back. This is called cow. Moo. And now as you breathe out, you're going to go ahead and stretch, stretch, stretch. Put your chin to your chest and arch your back for cat. Breathe in, cow, moo. I don't hear any mooing.
Moo.
Breathe out, cat. I guess it's meow, but I feel like when it's a Halloween cat, it's going to be like, breathe in, cow.
Moo.
Moo. And breathe out, cat. Very cool. And so now from here, we're gonna bring our knees up and tilt your bottom back and press your hands and your feet into the mat for dog pose. Whoop, whoop. You can even kind of like pedal your feet a little bit, bend your knees, back up. And from dog pose, we're gonna go back to our knees. Bring your bottom all the way to your heels, head to the mat. And here you are strong rocks. This is rock pose. Super quiet and still. Your head is on the mat. Your hands, sorry, you can't hear me when I'm like that. Your head is on the mat. Your palms are pressed into the ground. And when you're ready, make your way back up to table. And back to dog. Good job, guys. You guys are doing awesome. And step to the front of your mat. And from here, just kind of hang out a little bit. Just like let your arms hang heavy. Bobble your head a little bit. This is called ragdoll. Again, I'm going to stand up sometimes because you can't hear me when I'm like this. Maybe you take hold of both of your elbows and kind of sway over to the left. Sorry, I got up. Sway to the left, sway to the right. And when you're ready, come all the way back to standing up. You guys are doing so awesome. So we're all standing up right now. Our feet are into the bottom of the floor. You can feel the earth beneath you. Your palms are out in front of you. We are gonna do flamingo pose. So we're in Florida, which is the home of the flamingos. Never mind, I imagine all of you have seen the pink, beautiful birds before, that they stand on one leg. So what you're gonna do is start to balance on your left leg. Slowly bend your right knee and bring it up in front of you. And if you want, you can also hold on to your knee, or you can hold on to something, whatever you need to do to keep your balance. Or if you need to get out for a second, just come right back. If you fall, come back up, that's totally fine. And bring your leg back down. And we gotta do to the opposite side now. So balance on your right leg and slowly bend your left knee, bring it up.
Sorry.
For flamingo on the other side. Very cool, guys. And back down. Now we are gonna do one of all of our favorites, and I have some behind me right here. We are gonna do strong trees. So I think you already have some good balance because we were just flamingos on one foot. So what you're gonna do again is start to balance on your left foot. Slowly do this, do your flamingo. Now bring your flamingo up to the side and put your foot, rest your foot on your inner thigh or on your ankle. It could be anywhere on your leg, just not on your knee. You don't want to rest it on your knee because that could hurt you, hurt your knee. And you might grow your branches up tall, or just keep them at your chest. And down. And what we do to one side, we have to do the other side. So again, you can be anywhere from here to here. It is all tree. And left. Awesome. And back to mountain. So guys, now we are gonna get back to our mat. And we are gonna I don't know if you can see me, hopefully you can. You're gonna get on your belly. Bring your arms out in front of you. And just kind of put your head down and kind of tilt for a second. And when you breathe in next, you are gonna lift up your hands and your feet and your chest and all of the body parts that you can lift up off of the ground to superhero pose, which means you're flying up in the sky and back down. Superhero without a chin, one more time. And back down. Let me check on you guys. Good job. Okay. So now, one of our last poses we're gonna do like this is you're gonna take hold of your feet. And this time when we go up into our superhero, it's gonna be a little bit different. This is called rocking pose. You're gonna lift up as you take a breath in, your chest,
Yeah.
your feet, your legs, and even try to like rock a little bit if you can. Rocking horse.
I'll do a half rocking horse.
What's that? What'd you say?
I did a half one.
Yeah, and that's the thing with yoga. There's no right or wrong with it. You need to do what's best for you. So there's always a modification. A half rocking horse is totally fine. All right, guys. And now from here, lastly, we're going to get back into our easy pose. Just here, I'm going to get back up so I can see you guys again. And sit back in your easy pose, or otherwise known as crisscross applesauce. And one of the last things we're going to do before we finish is pretzel pose. And the way that you do this is bring your hands all the way up to the sky, stretch, 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 stretch. When you put your hands down, left hand goes on your right knee and the right hand goes behind you. And you're gonna twist.
Oh.
Say hello if there's somebody behind you. Hey, trees. And back to the middle. Okay. And now we're gonna go the opposite way. You could just simply do it like this. This hand goes on this knee, this hand goes behind you, and twist. And back to the middle. And now this, when we do things like the twist, it's like you're taking a towel that's like a wet towel and wringing all the water out of it. We are kind of helping out our digestive systems and our tummy to digest our food. So it's really good for you. All right, so the last pose we're gonna do is one of, like for yogis, it's our favorite pose. And it's also just one of the most relaxing poses. And this is called do nothing pose. Our yogis call it Shavasana. So basically the way that you do this is, I'm gonna bring the mat a little bit closer. You're just gonna have a seat on your mat, knees up, go ahead and lower yourself all the way down. Lower your feet on the mat, put your hands out beside you, resting beside you. And just, I'm gonna sit up so you can hear me. Just take up space on your mat. And this might be kind of hard for some of you, but again, this is called do nothing pose. So we're in this pose for at least 1 minute. We wanna just let our bodies rest and soak up all of the awesome things that we've done just now in our time together. So I'm gonna give you just about a minute to do that. And while you are laying there, you might take, if you have a favorite stuffed animal by you even, and I should have said this earlier, you might even take that stuffed animal and place it on your belly. And when you breathe in, you might notice the stuffed animal goes up. And when you breathe out, you might notice the stuffed animal goes down. So if you've had a chance to do that, and our students are going to be watching this recorded so they can pause it and go get the stuffed animal. So we're going to take another deep breath in through our nose, filling our bellies with air. And breathe out. You can breathe out through your mouth. Guys, I want you to think about, as you're laying here, there's nothing that you need to be doing right now except for just chilling out. And you may even think about a special place, some place that makes you happy or that makes you calm. It can be anywhere. At this point, maybe it's even school. Maybe it's somewhere you're not able to go right now. So thinking about that place, imagine the people that are there. Imagine the smells. Maybe there's cotton candy. I'm thinking of Disney, that's why. Take a second to just imagine that special place.
All right.
It's okay. And remember that you can come here anytime that you need to relax and feel safe. And when you're ready, you can begin to open your eyes. It's always good to kind of give wake your body up a little bit. Maybe bring your wrist around in a circle, your ankles around in a circle. Maybe you bend your knees up and kind of windshield wiper them to the left and to the right. And when you're ready, you can sit up and join me back in easy seats. How are you guys feeling?
So relaxed.
Yay. How are you? Oh my gosh.
Thank you. Thank you, boys and girls, for joining us today. And happy International Yoga Day.
Bye.
Bye.